backfield now. This is the power backfield. And there's Johnson. Touchdown. Pete Johnson has earned the right today to be called one of the great power running backs of recent years.
That's right, a great Ohio State fullback. Arms mean nothing to this man. He goes right through arms. You can't arm tackle a man like that.
So,
well, it's been just an outstanding football game. DeWalt to the end zone, touchdown, Fernandez. Boy, he is a magnificent receiver. He is so fluid. He's got that great speed, always has it under control, and scores for the BC Lions to up their margin to 27-20 with the point after yet to come.
Once again, the key, though, look at the safety blitz coming, and they get enough of a hit on Phil Jones to enable Roy DeWalt to step up and drill a strike to Mervin Fernandez. He runs such a pretty post pattern. I think he and Terry Greer both just have that pattern down so perfectly. It's
here as head coach with the Bears. Arizona won the toss, elected to receive. And this is David Johnson, 9 yards out of his own end zone. Out across the 20 to 25 and a 30. And Dave Johnson crosses midfield. He has the kicker to beat. And Johnson takes the opening kickoff for a touchdown. 108 yards for the rookie out of Northern Iowa, David Johnson. And how about that start for Arizona?
And when he caught the ball 9 yards deep, most people expect you to stop. So maybe there's a little holdup by the receiving team, but he never really just hit the hole and exploded until he got to about the 25-yard line. He sifted his way through, which means one thing. The Arizona Cardinals blocking on this return was terrific, and David Johnson wasn't even touched, found the gap, and took it the distance.
The first time ever Johnson touched the 20 yards and the touchdown. Cutler throws the interception. And that is Tony Jefferson sniffing the end zone. A touchdown. The most inopportune time, it seems, frequently for this Chicago Bears quarterback, Jay Cutler. And that is a big one right there.
And really, I don't know how much of this was Arizona or how much of this was Jay Cutler with just a bad pass. See, it's behind Martellus Bennett. Jefferson's where he's supposed to be, but essentially gets a gift. Because if he puts it right where he's supposed to with Bennett, and that ball didn't come off his hand very well. You see that? See how it's twisting downward, Tony?
Yes, I do. I mean, Martellus Bennett was wide open. If he leads him a little bit, he could still be running. If you throw it behind him, Jefferson was right there.
But good defenses take advantage when you give them an opportunity. They take it and go in the other direction, as Tony Jefferson did. I don't know if Cutler's.
Gain a 4 on first down. They'll pitch it right back to Palmer, looking to the end zone. And it is a touchdown for Larry Fitzgerald. But there is a penalty flag as there's some pushing and shoving and fighting going on. Pernell McPhee in the middle of all that, along with Carlson Palmer.
What an unbelievable catch by Larry Fitzgerald. Standing right here. I mean, he got dragged down to the ground. I'm surprised he's kept that ball and held on to it.
They wait on the penalty.
During the play, personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 92, low tackle into the pass. The result of the play is a touchdown. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
And this is one of those big strikes that Bruce Arians draws up. Flea flicker. And as Tony noted, Shea McClellan actually got it draped in, got the arm on Larry Fitzgerald. That's interference. But they just decided to keep the flag in the pocket because Fitzgerald caught the ball for the touchdown. But here's the penalty. Pernell McPhee going low at Carlson Palmer. 3.
Three-man rush this time. Man, good catch.
It's Beckham sprinting away. Touchdown. 67 yards.
The fans love it, but Eli Manning says you want rhythm, you want flow, you want explosive plays. This is how you get it done. You throw the ball to 13, forget about everyone else. And watch the explosion. He catches the ball. I'm not done. I'm going to take it all the way. An incredible talent who's burst upon the scene here last year in the NFL, and he's not stopping in his second year. Great throw, great catch, and even better yards after the catch.
Get a penalty on this point after attempt here. Second and goal. Run it again. Freeman fighting forward. Touchdown. Can't even see him in that heap.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
And because of that scrum, there's no way that's overturned because you just can't see it from any angle. Too many bodies around him. So the ruling on the field will likely stand.
Yeah, I think that's pretty impossible to overturn. I have no idea if he's in or not from looking at those replays.
The ruling on the field of a touchdown is under further review.
All right, they'll look at it here, see if they can confirm it one way. If it holds, the Falcons will jump into the lead. Big review. Giants up by 3 for now. We're back in a moment.
Well, remember, ruled a touchdown on the field. You can see Devontae Freeman's right knee going down, but there's just no perspective with all the bodies around him as to where the ball is at that point.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field must stand. Touchdown.
4-13 Patriots at the half. So let's go third quarter. Up 27-13. Brady to Edelman once again. And check out Edelman diving for the end zone. What an effort. 22 yards in for the score. And the Pats
playing some inspired football, man. Those guys are as hard as it gets to cover on those crossing routes. Somebody's going to have to figure out how to get their hands on them before they leave the ball.
Welcome back. 9:02 to play in the fourth quarter. Cam Newton, play fake, with time, going for it all, to the end zone. Touchdown! Philly Brown.
Philly Brown is one-on-one with Jonathan Joseph on the outside. Cam Newton comes off with a hard play fake. Gets the safeties to bite up. Here's the combination. Gives a little nod to the outside to get Joseph's hips turned. Then takes it inside to the post.
Second down at 8 from the 40. Manziel off the play fake. First pass of the day. Looking long. Middle of the field. He has Benjamin. He makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Cleveland Browns. 60 yards from Johnny Manziel. You want to race the butterflies? This will race the butterflies.
Well, last week the big hero for Tennessee was Cody Sensabaugh, who started the game with a pick six. This time in for Jason McCourty.
So the Browns will get it back. There'll be less than a minute left to play in this first half. Benjamin slips through a huge hole. He's going to get great field position inside Titans territory along the sidelines. Hurdles over Curd. Touchdown Cleveland. No flags. 78 yards on the punt return. It's 20-0. Browns on top.
parting of the Red Sea on that initial block.
Boy, is he fun to watch. His speed and that punt return unit. Chris Tabor, the special teams coach.
One timeout, 16 seconds. Winston, end zone, catch, yes, no, yes, touchdown, Vincent Jackson for the Bucks.
Any of y'all doubters on Jameis Winston, just watch this throw. This is a special throw. We saw a lot of this in college, and Rob Ryan is upset at his young secondary.
Well, it was right where it had to be, and the footwork of Vincent Jackson, who's, we mentioned, 6'5", also had to haul it in and keep his feet in, and the official waited to call it to make sure he was in.
You give Vincent Jackson this opportunity. He missed one last week, but watch the secondary. Two guys converging on Vincent Jackson, and Jameis Winston with the talent and the vision, I guess, to see to put that ball over top of both of their heads, and Vincent Jackson with a great catch. Impressive drive there, Chris. 2 minute and into the half.
Overcoming penalty.
Play clock at 3. Off play action. Roethlisberger to the end zone. Here's Hayward Bay makes the catch for a Steelers touchdown.
He just runs past Antoine Bethea. Darius Hayward-Bay, number 88 at the bottom, gets pushed to the safety, and he's already past him. Antoine Bethea did not expect that speed. He wasn't ready for it. Got over the top on him immediately.
Hayward-Bay's first.
Alongside Dalton. Deep drop. Dalton. Deep ball, separation, Marvin Jones, touchdown, Bengals. Leadership.
Stafford gets time, nobody open, rolls and throws. Was he in bounds? The Lions think so. Calvin Johnson made the grab.
Lost 2 yards, however, on that play, so it's second down and 12. And there he is again, Matt Jones. This is Matt Jones, and Jones down the sideline, into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. "39-yard touchdown run by Matt Jones." I guess we will be seeing a lot of this guy.
We most certainly will, and he just showed his explosiveness. Big block by Jordan Reed, but look at the kick-out block by Sean Laval, setting the edge outside. Lichtensteiger gets to the second level, get him to the outside and let him use his athletic ability. Great blocking up front by the Washington Redskins.
So how do you define the great pass rush that the Rams have? You run the ball, you throw screens, and it's working thus far. Dustin Hopkins on for the extra.
9th play of the drive for Jacksonville. Vernon bringing pressure. Bortles steps up, looking deep, wide open. Robinson, he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
This is just a super job by the young quarterback, Blake Bortles. Miami showing pressure and coming with pressure up the gut. Vernon was coming hard off the edge. Bortles stood strong in the pocket, knew he was protected, and delivered a strike over the top against a squatting safety. That's why Robinson was able to run past. You could see Bortles bought a little extra time.
For both offenses today, so both running backs expected to have big games.
3rd and 8. Carr feeling pressure in front of him, has his man, it's Cooper. Cooper inside the 10.
into the end zone for the Raiders. Touchdown. 68 yards as Oakland strikes first.
How about the rookie Amari Cooper? Dropped his first 2 balls thrown to him today, and then on the third one, it's a charge. It's on a big-time post-pattern route, and then watch the throw from Derek Carr. He drops it right over in this area of the field. So the route is well run. He's working man-to-man coverage against Jimmy Smith, and you can see he beat him at the line of scrimmage and then pulled away. Everyone talks about what a polished...
A young man who avoided those critical mistakes as a rookie last season. Where does he go here on 1st and 10? Carr from the gun over the middle. It is caught for the Oakland touchdown. Seth Roberts. First catch for Seth Roberts, and what a moment for the young man out of West Alabama.
Just a well-designed play that gets Seth Roberts right in the middle of the field. Look, they split the defense. Number 51, the linebacker, Darryl Smith, he goes too far to the right, and they don't seal it off on the backside, so they're able to split the defense. Perfect route for the perfect coverage to find an opening into the end zone.
I mean, if you're ever against preseason games, this is a good reason why, because even after 4, that's what we're watching here in this game. Here's a block punt. Dallas picks it up. A special teams play. It's Wilbur. A flag is down on a block. The touchdown, it doesn't appear, will count, but the block punt will, and Donnie Jones can't get up. Danny McCray came through and blocked the punt, and then Donnie Jones got laid out trying to make the tackle. That's where the flag came in. The block punt will stand, and we'll get the call now from Correnti. They're going to get
There is no foul for a blindside block. The block was shoulder into the chest of the quarterback. Therefore, no penalty. The result of the play, touchdown.
And here's the block, and it was Heath who got his right shoulder into the chest of Donnie Jones, and it's the special teams for Dallas. Rich Bisaccia in charge of that group, and it's Wilbur who took it in for the touchdown to add to the lead. Mike Pereira back in Los Angeles. What'd you see there? Good pickup of the flag?
No, I don't think so, Joe, and here's why. The kicker, even after the block kick, is considered defenseless, so you can't hit him in the head or neck area, and to me there's helmet-to-helmet contact. And
don't expect a lot of balls thrown that way.
Starks for Lacy. They put him in motion in the slot now. Empty backfield, 5 wide. And Rodgers is going to begin to take off and then fire, and it's caught. Touchdown. James Jones with a flag down, but it's going to be offside against Seattle. James Jones, released by Oakland, released by the Giants in training camp, signs with the Packers, scores 2 touchdowns last week, has a third call back on a penalty, and scores here.
Defense number 72. Penalty is declined as a result of the play. Touchdown.
Effectively, that's a 30-yard play because of an offsides. Richard Sherman up here on the top side. Now, the Green Bay Packers, and we've seen it 1,000 times, whenever Aaron Rodgers knows he has somebody offsides, he's going to move around, he's going to take a shot down the field, and here it is. A
field with Wilson.
Right outside there, Jimmy Graham. They're going to try and set up something for him here.
Comes into the slot. Wilson looks that way, then the other way over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Fred Jackson. Oldest running back in the league at 34. Bills let him go. Seattle picks him up. The backup Lynch comes in on 3rd down. Touchdown Seattle.
That's Darrell Bevel over there. Clearly was looking over here to this side. And then on the backside, the old veteran, Fred Jackson. Really one of my favorite players. I tell you, the guy never gets any credit. I thought all those days in Buffalo, he's an honest back. He gives you exactly what you have. He understands how to read defenses. They bring him over, and he is delivering now for this football team. But that drive was all about Russell.
Raheem Mostert will get the toss. And some pretty good space right away. San Francisco and Raheem Mostert. Are you kidding me? 80 yards all the way on the toss play. And just like that, the 49ers have the lead.
In San Jose. Second and goal. Nash. And they need the 2-point to tie it.
Wazoo brings the pressure up the gut. Doesn't matter. You get the football out quick enough to the flats like they have all day, you're going to be fine. Nash with a little stutter step. You're on time. It's easy. Nash put on the show tonight.
And bump from here, it's essentially